Welcome to another Hump Day Happy Hour. Salute and $1 million peddlers. I totally botched that to start off it.
Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everybody.
It's going to be one of those shows today, I can tell you right from the start.
Guess so.
Thanks to everybody for showing up. I know it's a really, really busy time of year for everybody out there. So we definitely do appreciate you spending some time with your family, us, and we definitely do appreciate that. And you've got a blue Santa hat there.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen one.
I chose Star Wars over matching.
I guess in other parts of in a galaxy far, far away, blue is a Christmas color.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Got a few people in over here.
All right, Michael's first out of the box. William's in second place, and William had to cut out from the Christmas Tree Drag Race World Championship. Sorry to hear that.
And if I told the promoters of the Christmas Tree Drag Race World Championship once, I told them 100 times, don't try going up against $1 million peddlers.
Come on, everyone knows when we're on.
The Hump Day Happy Hour, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
The lovely Lori's in the house, early like always. The lovely Angela's in the house. I'm not slurred speech. We only had one shot. All right, I just, doing it wrong is in the house. Lovely Michelle. The lovely One Gals for Treasure You or Treasure for You, either way. And the lovely Don Enforcer's in the house as well.
That's lovely Don. You're nice. Nice.
He doesn't sound so scary. You see the lovely Don or Don the Enforcer. Come on.
That is true, too. Right. That is true. There's a mysterious hand sneaking up across that wants something.
What do you want, my water? What does he want?
Your glasses? Well, just get up and they know who you are. Say Merry Christmas. Stand up and say Merry Christmas.
I don't know sign language. I don't know sign language.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
There we go. Random neighborhood kids crashing the show.
Jeez.
All righty. So we had a really fun show today. It's a little out of sorts from the start. So those are always the best shows of all. So we got that over there. We got some Christmas gifts. I didn't get you anything, but Mr. Magazine came by and did give me a bit of a Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, that's just like a throw-in bonus.
So this is actually very, very cool. It's a...
I found that today, believe it or not. That's why you're getting it today.
Very, very cool. It's a 3-pack. You could have paid probably 59 cents for these three comic books.
1970s, right?
Yep.
In the 70s.
Yeah, definitely in the 70s. Yep. So very nice. I did not have that. And we also got a couple of other things over here in the mail. I wanted to did get a Christmas card over here from Jem. So wanted to
we
thank
miss
her.
you, Jem. Where have you been?
Oh, she actually handmade a Christmas card for us. Dearest Paperboy and Mr. Magazine, happy holidays. May all your finds be epic and your sales be amazing this coming new year.
I think she used one of my trade cards. She cut it up.
There you go. Very nice. We definitely do appreciate
Thank you.
And then we got another thing over here, which we wanted to share with everybody. And this comes from one of our subscribers over in Norway.
Wow.
And he gave me permission to use his last name because he wants to get a laugh because he says Americans always screw up his last name. So we're going to give it a try over here. This is out for Norway Knutson. So we shall see if I said his last name properly or not.
Sounds good to me.
It sounds perfect for us.
Yes. Yeah.
So he did send this over here. A nice box for us. So, and you and I are going to talk after the show about who gets what.
All right.
But he sent over a whole bunch of comic books from Norway, including some very, very cool ones.
Very cool.
Very cool ones with Star Wars and Spider-Man.
Oh, nice. I'm going to have to move there just to get them cheaper.
And Batman. So I wanted to definitely give a big shout out to all of our subscribers. We definitely do appreciate. You're just keeping your eyes over on these comics.
Well, it's better than looking at us.
Not argue with you on that one whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
So definitely wanted to thank everybody. Hopefully everybody's holidays are going very, very good. Hopefully your sales are going very, very good, and that'll lead us into the next part of the show. But a few more people showing up. Where's Dawn? We don't know.
We do not know. Let's see who's in the house. 1987 Ventures. Lovely Tracy. How's it going? Joe Losi, like always, local buddy. Paul, how's it going, pal? And Sensible Treasures, like always.
So we got the APB out on Dawn.
Yeah.
We'll see where she is here. So everybody let us know. Well, I'm going to...
Hold on.
Go
I
ahead.
want to change it up. How are your sales?
Totally out of joint. This isn't the April Fool's show. So everybody out there, how are your sales going? And have you bought anything? I'm going to venture a guess. that most of you probably have not bought very much out there. I know it's a really slow time of year unless you're into real, the RA, or you or the RA for Amazon, because you're probably able to pick up stuff at sales, but you're probably not going to be able to get it over to Amazon in time to sell for Christmas.
No, that's all done. That's completely kaput. Those days are gone.
That is
You got to
true.
wait another 360 days.
So let us know if you picked anything up and how your sales are going, and we'll turn it over to you. How are your sales?
We're doing well since the Amazon sales are slowing down a little bit. We've had more time to list some, heavy duty items. We've been putting some high end stuff on. So eBay numbers are now increasing because we're putting the, rare, autographs on, sports cards, lots of wrestlers, toys, and so forth. Amazon's still pretty strong. It's dipping a little bit now, but we're hanging in there. Can't really complain. It's a banner year on both sides.
That's good. That's good.
And how about you?
My sales aren't bad. I did notice that the last couple of days, I'm back. It's really weird the way the algorithm works on eBay. I'm selling older items again. It's older items are what's selling now all of a sudden. So I don't really know why, but they just move those up in search and those are selling. Amazon is staying steady, so I can't argue with that at all. I mean, it's okay. Nothing great, nothing terrible. I did do a really big sale on Sunday that you'll see in a future Bolo video. I don't want to give it away, but it was a really good sale.
Nice.
So I actually, if I have normal, what do we got? 9 days left. Normal 9 days left for the end of the year. I will probably just eke out my best sales year on Amazon or on eBay ever. Just
nice.
By like $3.80 higher than my prior year. So it's getting real close down to the wire. But overall, it's been a very, very good year regardless.
Yeah, Amazon's been shattered record numbers for us this year. eBay, I'm curious to see. I think we're going to have the same as last year, but that's a good sign because halfway through the year they did away with the adult stuff. So I think we made up for it. With non-adult magazines, toys, autographs, sports cards, and so forth.
So Paul says he thinks there'll be a bunch of estate sales in January since they took most of December off around me. Yes and no. There are people, just speaking from the local area, and I don't know where you're from, but locally we have the issue with the weather potentially. So they actually try, if they can put it off towards spring or summer, they try to do so. Because you can definitely get some terrible storms. And I've gone to some sales before where I probably shouldn't have been on the roads, but I think I've related this before. The funny thing about it is those are some of the most packed sales you ever see because every idiot says, oh, nobody's going to go to this sale and I'll be able to get everything good cheap. And that's the one everybody shows up at. Exactly. So we all have this grand idea. We'll be I'll go at 10:30 in the morning on the second day and I'll only be the third person to show up. Nah, the place has been ravaged by then. It has been.
No one cares.
We're all willing to risk life and limb in order to get some good deals for sure.
I agree 100%, Tracy. Definitely. Way better. No lost packages. Sometimes you get the it was delivered, but I didn't get it routine, but then I think it eventually shows up 9 out of 10 times.
Well, that raises an interesting question. Now, we're not talking about post office. I'm going to talk about UPS for a minute. It's down on my list to talk about. So what do I love in the morning?
Coffee.
A good cup of Joe. Well, I can't afford a good cup of Joe, so I get the K-Cups for Keurig. And I ordered them. And this was a really weird situation. So I ordered 96, 72, so a good sized box of K-Cups. And the seller reached out to me and said, you need to put in an item not received. It looks like it got lost. And I looked on the tracking and it was over in Syracuse. And it had moved. And I said to him, oh, no worries. It's just up the road. No problems at all.
Yeah.
So it arrived yesterday, except it didn't arrive. It was supposedly delivered at 10:45 in the morning. It wasn't anywhere that I could find. And I did the, look behind the planters, look over here, look over there. I looked everywhere and it wasn't anywhere. I waited till today figuring, well, maybe they scanned it, but they didn't deliver it. It didn't show up today. I also wondered, perhaps a neighbor got it and then would bring it back over.
Sure.
Has not shown up. So I went on the UPS website and looked into it, and the seller can put a trace on it. So I said, but I cannot put a trace on it. Only the sender can do it.
Okay.
So I said, "Hey, can you put a trace on this? It says I got it, but I didn't
Yeah.
receive it."
Sure.
Let me ask you one other quick question.
Mm-hmm.
72 coffee pods boxed up. What would that
Okay.
weigh?
3 pounds?
Would it weigh 1 pound?
No.
Whatever I got sent supposedly weighed 1 pound. So I contacted him and I said, yeah, I didn't say anything about that, but I said, you got to put the trace in.
Yeah.
So he emails back and messages back and he says, well, put an unpaid item in, or not an unpaid, item not received in, and they'll be able to refund you. I'm thinking to myself,
Okay.
you could refund me anyway.
Right.
You don't need me to put in an item not received.
Yeah.
And if I put in an item not received, it's going to show that I received it. So I'm
Right.
going to lose the case.
Yeah.
So I reached out to eBay online and they suggested through Facebook, and they suggested that I contact UPS. I can get the location of where they delivered it to make sure it was to my address. And then they actually did suggest that I put in an item not received claim. And then they can investigate the seller at that point. He was just too jumping the gun on me putting in these claims. Made me think something goofy's up. He kept wanting me to open
He didn't make you not get it, though. That was out of his hands.
But I'm wondering what he shipped me. Did he ship something to somebody else in my zip code? Who knows what exactly happened? Because again, he was just too, right from Jump Street before I even knew there was a problem with the order.
Right.
Put this in, put it in a not received, put it in a not received. And I'm going, whoa. Why do you want me to put it in a not received so quickly? So next week, I'll definitely let you know how that all works out. So that's
interesting.
That's the situation that I've got going. Minor Facebook Marketplace buys. Every buy ends up bringing me to someone's. Oh, there you go. Clean out. I end up with a free boxer 5. Sales are hit or miss. Nice. Cool. Boxing and advent calendar right now. Oh, I loved those when I was a kid. I did love those when I was a kid. Savage Pickers here. eBay sales are down, but I've been listing every day to keep some sales coming in.
Keep plugging away. That's it.
See, and the problem that I'm running into, I've got a couple of, well, I've got many issues, but I've got a couple of issues as far as this goes. You don't have to really shake your head right there.
Sorry.
I've got more stuff to list than I can ever get listed, yet I don't want to list any of it. And so I'm looking around and it's difficult to get anything listed. And my day job right now, I'm filling in for somebody. So it's sending me an hour, 2 hours away. So I'm driving all over God's green earth and I'm getting home and I'm not wanting to list. And I know you have to list, but I'm only listing 2-3 items a day is all that I've been listing recently. So, but the sales are staying where they need to be despite that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Southwest Ohio is year-round estate sales, and talking to some of the companies,
nice.
There's a lot of demand. Oh yeah, definitely. We do have a lot of them up here, but again, they try to. Some of the people just don't like to hold them in the middle of wintertime. Well, part of it too, when you get into the estate sales, I think some of it is some of the homeowners. Now, if they have to hold a sale because they're moving, or they have to hold a sale because of a death or something like that, that's one thing. But if they have options, I don't think that a lot of the estate sale dealers and the owners necessarily want people walking into the house in the middle of wintertime, traipsing in all the mud and the dirt and the water and all this kind of things. Exactly. Now, some of them do set you up with the little booties that you can wear when you walk around, but that only does so much.
Right.
You get down to it. Joy from Kentucky.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. The handsome word. I didn't issue a paper years ago and someone called me handsome and he said, only ants do that. So, Joy, thank you for proving him wrong once again.
And hello, Aunt Joy. I sold an item on $1 Million Peddlers.
Oh, nice.
Sold an item on
VivViews.
Thank you. And I sold 3 items on Etsy.
Wow.
Apparently, I had the exact product mix that people wanted after Christmas.
Yeah.
They wanted after Christmas shipping.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm not going to give this junk to anybody else. I want the stuff after Christmas. Oh, thank you, Don. Do hit the thumbs up. Definitely do appreciate that for sure. My newest reselling is vintage, new old stock toys and action figures.
Right up my alley. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, we listed a nice lot of LJN wrestlers, went for big bucks, so I can't argue with that. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's a hot market too.
Wait, LJN wrestlers? Where did we talk about those at?
I don't know.
You talked about it on our Instagram.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I forgot already. I think something about Instagram makes me forget and not do things.
If you haven't checked out our Instagram,
We've done so many. Who remembers?
Do check out our Instagram if you haven't already. Once in a while, Mr. Magazine makes a guest appearance, and
Yeah.
even he doesn't know that he does that.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Good for me. Let's see. Popeye's postcards in the house and Pudding's postcards. We got a lot of postcards going on today.
Oh boy.
And one Gail's treasure for you was listening postcard. So it looks like a postcard week going on.
Oh boy,
here.
we got our the octagon of postcards here.
Yeah.
Last postcard standing. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? I did forget to mention. Check out Primetime Treasure Hunter. He's got Chachinga Mania coming up after our show, and I forgot to mention what we enjoyed beforehand. We had
we jumped the gun. I think.
We did. We really did. We had the Cask and Crew Canadian Rye, which is in orange casks.
Yeah,
and it actually is very, very good.
It tasted like that, yeah.
So do try that one if you haven't done so already.
Smelled like that right on the in the Epcot Center, that one right with the oranges. Yeah.
Nice. You know that little orange figure from Disney? There's a no, really. There is like a little figure of an orange.
Yeah. Okay.
They go for 30. I showed it to you before on eBay.
Obviously, I've proven my memory doesn't know anything.
They go for 30, 40, 50 bucks a piece if you find them.
All right.
There you go.
Like vintage 70s, 80s?
Yeah, 70s, 60s, 70s.
No wonder I forgot.
60s.
I was like 5 years old back then.
I don't think I told you back then. Couple of other things. Oh, speaking of orders, I bought a few things from Heritage.
Anything for me?
No. November 28th. It still has not been shipped.
Wow. They're behind like everyone else.
So I reached out to them and I cried a little bit. I said, geez, I wanted to give some of the stuff for Christmas. I doubt this is going to make it in the next day or two. Yeah. Probably not going to do anything whatsoever, but might as well go ahead and say it.
Crazy. How far behind are they?
Well, here's the thing. They've sent me orders that I've won after that. So that one order for some reason. So I said, can you look into this? Because it isn't.
Maybe they're having trouble filling it, one item, and then it's holding the whole thing back.
Yeah, I don't know. So I did reach out to him today, and I just said, I'd like to kind of get the thing I paid for a month ago. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Yeah.
I got some 50s or 60s country music playbills for one bid, $1.22. I'm picking up a lot of single bid lots. Oh, yep.
Very cool.
Guess what we have coming out on Monday?
I don't know.
A bonus haul video.
Oh, is that it? All right.
I actually went outside, not really so much outside my comfort zone, but a little bit outside my comfort zone, and picked a couple of, actually did fairly well at the sale, I believe. And one thing that we're going to be trying to do next year, and this is completely news to you, is we're going to be trying to bring you more bonus haul videos. But I think the thing that we do with a lot of the haul videos that some of the other channels don't do, I think a lot of the other channels show you what they got, and that's kind of it. What I prefer to do is show you what I got, but also explain why I bought it, what the thinking was behind it, what I paid for it, and how you can find that kind of thing yourself when you're out there. And when you see the video, you'll see what I mean about it being a little bit outside of my comfort zone for places that I normally would go. One interesting thing, which I did mention in the video as well, this was the first sale that I went to that you had to show proof of vaccination to be able to get into the sale.
It's a nice advantage for the
vaccinated. Yeah. The door was locked. You had to knock, and then before they let you in, you had to show your card, and you had to wear a mask.
Did you know this going into it, or when you get to
that is one thing I did want to mention. You did know it going in. I did find it on Craigslist, and they posted right on there what was needed. And I'm very happy that they posted, because otherwise I don't carry my card with me.
Right.
And so I would have driven over there. Not that it was far away, but it was a 15-minute drive. I would have driven over 15 minutes and then not have known that I wasn't allowed entry, and then I would have been less than happy. That would hurt
their sales. Some people may not come back. Well, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I probably would not have come back either at that point either. I would have just said, geez, you could have at least told somebody rather than, come on, let me in. I am vaccinated. And if they didn't, well, I mean, I am, but if they didn't buy it, I could have told them, watch the $1 Million Peddlers channel. I mentioned on there.
True.
Speaking of which, speaking of Lori, I did get my booster shot today.
Oh, doing good so far.
Other than being a little bit loopy, we're doing fine over here.
Oh, I thought that was normal.
That might be as well. So that's kind of one of the plans we have for next year, though, is more haul videos, and hopefully you do check it out on Monday. I think it's a pretty good one over there. So you didn't answer. Did you buy anything this week?
I'm always buying. I have a couple steady customers selling off their collections One's been bringing me like the statues, like I said, some toys, some comics, some high-end comics, Pokemon cards, like a mix, and I see him every day, every other day. And I have a lady whose husband passed away who says she has an extensive sports card and autograph card collection and so forth. So she's been coming in 2, 3 days a week. So between the two of them, on top of all the other, card sellers and box sellers and so forth, it's steady. Nothing's changing. I'm still spending thousands daily.
How are and I think I'm going to ask the question that everybody out there is wondering. How are the sales on the boxed product of sports cards?
Like we said, it depends on what I want to put them at. So I did spend a ton of money a couple weeks ago or a week ago, and I bought some product I probably should not have, so I'm kind of stuck with it right now. I'll move it eventually. That Chronicles NBA, about a ton of that. I got it cheap, but cheap doesn't matter if no one wants it. So I'm sitting on that. But all the other stuff. Hold on! Breaking news! Hold on. The lovely Dawn finally made it in.
Oh, we had an APB out on you when you watched the replay.
Yeah.
People really were asking where she was.
Very nervous.
They're very, very nervous. All right, back to the story.
Where was I?
Back to the story in progress.
So, I spent a ton of money on these cards, and when I put the orders in, it was, right during the heat of Christmas. So, like, we had these prestige football hanger boxes. We sold 200 in 2 days. And I got a good price on them. So I said, order me more. Well, by the time the other ones came in, it kind of slowed down. So they were slowly selling. So then if I had to either sit on them or lower the price, so I chose to lower the price. Let's move them out. So I made less money on those. But I'm still trying to buy smarter. So I had a lot of money for Christmas invested into this stuff. Now the Christmas time is over with for the product moving. I'm going to kind of tighten the ship a little bit.
Well, one thing though that you do need to remember, and as long as you know your numbers, is, and we did a video about this quite a while ago, but it's you never go broke making a profit. So even if you're only making $1 a box,
right
after everything,
that's
$1 a box that you didn't have before,
right?
As far as that stuff goes, it may not be the best use of your resources, may not be the best use, but at least you're making money off it. At least you're not dumping things at a loss.
Right. Yeah.
And that's pretty important as well.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
One gal's treasure for you. Take a picture of your card on your phone and show ID. Works for me.
Good.
We've got something up here too where the Empire State Pass or something or other like that. It's some state thing too where you can do that also. The only other time that I've been asked to show my card was in Erie, Pennsylvania, when we actually have a haul video up about that also when I went back over to Ohio. And that was at a Krispy Kreme, and I got a free donut out of it. So you want to give me a free donut, you can look at my card all day long. I'm more than happy to do that. Come on, a nice warm Krispy Kreme glazed.
Shaq's Jewelry and Gemstones in the house. Better late than never.
That is true. Definitely do appreciate everybody coming by, and we especially know how busy of a time of year this is. We will be on next Wednesday as well. And next Wednesday is the one that you all have homework to do. And that's get together your 2022 goals. And you better do a little work too, because you got some homework also.
Yep.
I got to start writing things down.
I'm going to cram the night before, because if I do it now, I'll forget everything. So I might as well do it the night before.
You could write it down.
Yeah.
See, that's exactly my problem is I'm running around, and as I'm seeing things, I go, I want to fix that next year. I want to do that next year. And then I say, where's my paper? Why aren't I writing this down?
Yeah. Oh, I'll forget. I usually email myself because I'm always checking my email. So.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go buy one of those 1990s little recorders and keep going memo to self, clicking them all day long.
Well, some valuable ones there. Early Sonys are good.
I had one of those. I don't know what the heck ever happened to it. Yeah. I never did run around yelling memo to self, by the way.
Don, you're like a lot of my employees that come in late for work every day. It's odd.
She's bucking for a promotion. There at the,
I told him to lie. I told him I'd rather they lie to me than tell me that. Naps. Yeah.
For shame. Couple of other things. I did actually.
It's a New Year's resolution.
That is true. There you go.
I still got some time. I got some time.
I actually did go to another estate sale during the week. I had the afternoon off, and I'm trying to think of why. Doctor's appointment, something like that. And so I said, let me run over to this estate sale real quick before I go to the doctor's. And I'm sure everybody out there uses Auction Zip, and if you don't use it, you should definitely use it. It's the best place that I found to find local estate sales, or not Auction Zip, estate sales.net. I'm
Mhm.
all off today. Um, so you can do things where you can do just the regular one if you're an estate sale dealer, and you get so many pictures and this and that,
Mhm.
this and that, and then you pay for pictures beyond it, and then you can do locally featured, you can do regionally featured, and you can do nationally featured.
Hmm.
And this was actually a local sale that was nationally featured. And this estate sale dealer usually gets some really, really good stuff. And he actually said the name of the person whose estate it was, did call it a living estate. And the person is a famous architect, and they actually are pretty famous. They've done some buildings around here that actually have Wikipedia pages, et cetera,
Oh,
et cetera. So
nice.
they're pretty high up there in the architect world. And so I said, let me go to this because you never know what you might be able to find. You might be able
Yeah.
to find stuff like his personal papers that he doesn't care about, his drawing notes. I mean, that kind of thing. So let that be a tip to you when you see something or other like that. Don't necessarily go for all the things everybody else is going for. Look for his personal papers because a lot of time you can find that kind of thing and you can do really, really well.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell a quick story about one of our subscribers who's locally. He was actually at a sale one time of a gentleman who was an engineer for did a lot of engineering for I don't know, it was Valvoline Oil or something other like
Hmm.
that. Well, he actually had his paperwork and photos from some test runs they did over at the Salt Dunes
Wow.
with some really famous drivers from back in the 60s,
Hmm.
and pictures of a prototype car, all this
Wow.
stuff.
That's pretty
And
cool.
he got an insane amount of money out of it. And he bought the entire they were all in a filing cabinet. He bought the
Mhm.
entire drawer for I don't know what he paid, $50 for the
Wow.
entire drawer or something like that. And he made thousands and thousands of dollars because these were one of a kind
Mhm.
photographs
Yeah.
from salt race, salt dune racing and all that kind of thing. So that was kind of what was in the back of my head when I went there. Well, I went there and it was only the top floor and everything else was wasn't for sale. And they had maybe 15 coffee table books. They had some old games, stuff like that. Absolutely no personal papers.
Hmm.
And then he had a bunch of photos and prints and all kinds of things like that. And like he had a Salvador Dali, hello Dali, and he wanted $750 for that. That might be a great deal. That might be a terrible deal. I
Right.
have no idea at all.
Yeah.
He had something, and I really didn't look at it very long. It was by CZUR, who is a French artist, and I don't know if it was a print. It probably was a print, but I didn't really look at it. And his price, I couldn't really tell if the price if he wanted $1,750 or $7,750.
Hmm.
And it didn't really matter because I didn't
Right.
think he wanted $17.50.
Right.
Then I would have bought it because it was a cool frame, but otherwise, I'm not buying that. I'm sure some people probably went to that sale and did very, very well.
Yeah.
If you know that kind of artwork, you probably cleaned up at that sale, especially on the second day when it was half off, et cetera,
Sure.
et cetera. But do keep your eyes open for things like that because again, that I did strike out on it. It cost me a little bit of time and it cost me my mileage. But you absolutely never know. That could have been an incredible deal that I was sitting there saying, "Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe the stuff that I got. I
Yeah.
got, blueprints from such and such a building." So that was kind of what I went for just in the hopes, but unfortunately not this time.
Hmm.
But hey,
You
stuff's
never know.
out there.
Yep.
You never do know.
Eventually.
Hey, hello from South Australia. Merity Benton. Love the warehouse videos. Oh, definitely do appreciate that. In the new year, we're going to do your store,
Hmm.
your retail store,
Yep.
and we're going to get into my the Papergoy Palace as well, get into the basement, all that kind of stuff as well.
Nice. All right. Legs got a good goal.
1.5 million in sales.
Nice. Yeah.
My goal is to break 1.5 items on Etsy. So the over under is 1.5, and I think I'm going to go with the under the way things have been
My
going
goal
lately.
is to actually do Instagram.
1.5 Instagrams.
Yeah, 1.5. That's it. Then retire.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
That'd be your second Instagram.
Mhm.
This is my mic drop, and you just drop the phone as you walk off.
Maybe I'll take videos of microphones.
Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, definitely. We definitely do appreciate that. Paul Carl, you can sell more. I can help. Nice. I made a paper go. The real recordings can wait. We definitely do appreciate that. Paul's sent me over some stuff to preview that we'll be talking about in the future. I've just got to find some time this weekend. Nothing going on this weekend, right?
No, is there? Christmas.
Yeah, other than Christmas.
Well, I'm still working Christmas morning. I mean, the orders don't stop, so I'll be in very early before Santa comes.
There you go. Make some milk and cookies for Santa.
That's it.
Some of my best sales came from the family papers and an early car patent. Oh, car patent holder.
Cool.
Patents went for decent money. Yeah. And those are the things that you just never know. They're definitely out there. Definitely are out there. You're not going to find them sitting in your living room. I guess that's kind of the point to be made that Paul's making and that I'm making as well.
You might find scared piles.
Yep.
That are already paid for, but
Yep. Doing it wrong. If you don't go, you don't know.
True.
And actually, I did want to mention before we get into the main topic today. So I was driving in the literally in the middle of nowhere. I think it was a part of New York State. Do you know where Bliss, New York is? Sounds happy.
No.
Until 36 hours ago, neither did I.
The Adirondacks.
You're way off. No, Bliss, New York would be south of wherever I was yesterday. Where the heck was I yesterday? You go to Warsaw and you hang a right at Warsaw.
Or a left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, Louis at Albuquerque. But I was driving down a road in Bliss, and I saw this was a dilapidated building that I think it said the Bliss General Store. It definitely had the word General Store on it. But it said whatever it was, General Store in it, and building was not really falling down, but it disrepair. But somebody was living on the property, so they probably I think it said like Bliss General Store, gas, and restaurant. So back in the day, it was the hopping place in Bliss. Now it's not. It's not even functioning. It's not open. It's not this. It's not that. And I know that Auction Professor, a good friend of the channel, always talks about thinking outside the box and finding things.
Yeah.
And I said, you know something? If I had more time, because I was on my day job, so I can't really screw around doing this, that honestly would be where you pull over and you go knock on the door of the person who lives on that property and you say, do you own this building? And if they do, who knows what might be inside of it? Yeah. They've, it doesn't look like that place has been open for 20 to 30 years. There could be untouched.
Al Capone's vault.
There could be that in there as well. But there could be untouched stock in there. Who knows what, if that place has been open for 50, 60 years and they got that stuff sitting around. So kind of a light bulb went off in my head that I understand that, that's the kind of thing that you just never know driving around. If I ever find myself down that way again, which I can't see why I would, but if I ever find myself down that way again and I'm not on the state's time,
around.
I'm not on the state's time, that's definitely something or other to, look into a little bit. Or if you happen to know where Bliss is, you can take that, steal that out from under me. Just tell me you stole it out from under me. Because if I drive all the way down to Bliss and that place has been picked, I won't be too happy.
True.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely does. He picks up some really, really interesting stuff out there. Definitely does. I want to head on into the main topic a little earlier than usual today. And that is your eBay store is not a garage sale. And I think that's something or other all of us need to remember, unless you are a garage sale. But most of us, I don't think,
you choose to be.
You
think that's the best thing for your business.
But I was thinking about this. If you were to, not you with your inventory, et cetera, but you're just Joe Schmo.
Okay.
You're going to have a garage sale. You live on a street like I live on, that has a big amusement park just up the road. Okay. And the amusement park is having a big thing this weekend, so there's going to be a ton of traffic going by.
Okay.
Or you live in a town that has the community-wide garage sale days, or whatever it is. Yeah. You say, this is a perfect time. You check the weather forecast and you say, beautiful weather, Saturday, Sunday, this is going to be great. And you say, I'm going to have a garage sale on Saturday. What do you need to do to have that garage sale? What do most people do when they have the garage sale? Not the professional people who have 8 garage sales a year. Just you or me, just a typical person.
I find crap around the house to sell. Stuff I don't care about, stuff that I don't use, stuff that I just want to get rid of.
You want it gone. You want a little
Right.
money in your pocket.
Right. Sure.
You grab a couple of tables, you set them up.
Yep.
Some people don't even bother pricing the stuff, or if they do price it, they just throw a little
Yeah.
piece of paper out in front, $1 an item,
Yeah.
or
Free
whatever.
box, take for these for free, whatever. Yeah.
So they're trying to get rid of stuff. They
Mhm.
want stuff gone, and the money is a bonus. They're decluttering. It's,
Yeah. They're making room. Yeah.
oh, geez, I got these TV trays, 3 or 4 TV trays that from 1968, and we haven't used them since then. Maybe somebody will give me $2 for these.
And I got a TV from 1968.
Maybe somebody will give me $5 for that.
Right.
And so on and so on. I've got these 8 remotes that are sitting around, and I don't even know what they go to anymore. They
Right.
don't go to the TV I have anymore.
That's
I'll
true.
put them
Half
out for
those
$1 a
TVs, yeah.
piece.
Yep.
I don't care. I want them gone. Who uses a rotary phone? Let me put this out here for $2. I don't
Yeah.
care. I just want it gone because
Batman and Robin, I think they did it the Wayne Manor.
yes, they do.
Many years ago.
You know, and if and what do a lot of people say as well with the stuff? If I don't sell this, I'm throwing it out or I'm donating it.
True.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
get a couple of bucks. I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah.
That's what a garage sale is. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I put something on eBay. What do I need to do to put it up on eBay?
Well, you want to make money.
Well, even if I'm
Your goal is to make
decluttering, even if
Yeah.
I'm just decluttering the house,
Right.
for the garage sale, I need to set up a card table and put the item on it.
If you
and
take a
sit.
picture, you're talking about?
I got to
Scan?
take a picture or scan. I've got to put right keywords to get it. I got to figure out what
You gotta store it
category
somewhere. You got to stay organized.
and
Sure.
so on. So it's actually work in a business
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to, I'm going to have a garage sale. But too many buyers want to treat all of our businesses like garage sales.
Yeah.
When you get down to it.
True.
And the offers that they have, oh, thank you.
You see who it's from?
Yes, from you.
Yeah,
You're writing yourself. I love
Yeah,
that.
well, it could be my alter ego. I'm Mr. Magazine right now.
Garage sales for dumping your eBay fails. Yeah, that's very true as well. And you hope you find somebody else comes along and buys the stuff. But you do all of these different things over here to list something or other on eBay. So don't let somebody talk you down on your price into being a garage sale.
Yeah.
One of the things that another perfect point. I'm setting up at the garage sale. Where am I finding my stuff?
Anyway, basement, attic, places where it's stored that you're never going to get to.
I do my eBay business. Where am I finding my stuff?
You have an organized room somewhere.
Well, where am I finding my new product to sell?
You mean you're going out
Bliss, New York.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
Estate sales,
Yep, church sales,
garage sales, church sales, auctions, and so on and so
time
forth.
and money.
Tons of time and money out there searching for the things. So yeah, somebody can go and they can throw these books out there for $1 a piece at the garage sale. I can't put the books up for $1 a piece.
No,
I'm going to lose money left and right on that.
Yep.
But that doesn't stop the buyers from offering you that.
Yeah, tell me about
And that's where you need to change your mindset and realize that you're not a garage sale. And there are a lot of different ways to do it. One way is to raise your prices, because as you said in a video,
Scare 'em
that it doesn't scare them off,
No,
unfortunately.
I know.
But as you said, you can always, as your father used to say all the time, you can always lower the price. You can't raise
Right,
it.
yeah.
And if you put $10 down as the price, the starting price, people are going to think, well, this is only worth $10.
Right.
And that's the starting point for it. And then they're going to be offering you $3, $4, $5 on
Well,
it.
even when I counter higher because I know they're going to go even lower. So if I want 12 and they offer me 5, if I even want to counter, it's going to be 11. It's not going to be 8. Because then you're going to offer 6. So you got to play the game, but you live and learn.
Yeah. So that's one of the bigger things out there is all of the, and all of the knowledge that you have.
Yeah.
You knew enough to go to a sale and buy this item. You knew enough to pick it out. You knew enough to list it. You knew enough to properly describe the condition on it.
Right.
You knew enough what area to list it in, category. You knew enough to highlight what's going to get searches. You knew enough what pictures to take.
Yeah.
You do all of those things, and then they offer you $2 on it.
Yeah. Total different mindset from a garage sale. Definitely.
Completely different.
Yeah.
But I think that you as a seller have a duty to set the parameters and to not allow yourself to become a garage sale, because I think what will end up happening too you say this all the time. What happens when what happens with offers? You've got the half offers, and then what happens when you've got the half offer and you accept it? What happens next time you have an item?
Well, that's why I don't want to do that. So, even say I got a $20 item, I want to get 15 and they're going back and forth and they're sticking at 12 and then they want another one for 12. Well, if I accept that, I'm setting the precedent that every time they're going to buy $20 items from me for 12. So I try and stay away from that and try and keep it higher. We're like, hey, I want 15 or 16. I'm going to stay firm at 15. If they want it, fine. If they don't, they don't. Because I don't mind selling it forever for $15. So they can come back 100 magazines, 15, fine. But if they do 12, then next time it'll be 10. Or there's people that do this too. They'll make 10 offers at 12, then 10 offers at 10, then 10 offers at 8. So they think the more they're buying, eventually they're going to get 10 for free or something. And it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, and that's funny because that's exactly where I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. They offer 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, 8, 11, 8, 8, 8, 11, 7.
No, I'll fall into the trap if it's something that car magazines, something that I got tons of that aren't moving, because I don't want to go back and forth on 7 and say, 30 offers and say 10, and then he goes 7, 50 or 8, then 30 more offer. I don't want to do that. I know it's going to happen. So sometimes I'll cost average them out. So if there's 30 at 10, 30 at 9, 38, 37, and the average is 950, I can live with that. Then I'll just accept them all,
Well, one thing that I do from time to time is I have done it where they'll make me an offer that's on the low end of what I want to accept, but they're buying 2, 3, 4 of them. And I make certain that I tell them, I accepted this offer because you're buying in bulk.
Yeah.
And I make sure that I tell them that. So let's say in that instance there, they're offering 12, 12, 12, and 8. I took the $8 one because you were buying the other 3 $12 ones.
Right.
You can't come back to me the next time and make me 8, 8, 4. That's not going to work.
Right.
Because I'm not going to take 8, 8, 4. I will take 12, 12, 8 and only take the 8 as a courtesy because you're buying 3 other items.
Yeah. Now sometimes they get too low, say 6, and there's no one taking it for 6 no matter what. I will tell them I'll decline 6 and I'll say I can't do these for 6. It has to be 7 or 8 or whatever. So then they know I better stop doing these 6s. It's wasting their time, just so they know ahead of time.
Oh, thank you, Don.
Lovely Don. Happy holidays. Don. Appreciate that.
You didn't have to do that. Definitely didn't. Thank you very much. Definitely do appreciate that. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy whatever anybody does celebrate out there.
Happy peddlers.
I had that happen in Patches recently. Sold a few cheap because they weren't buying some higher, or because they were buying some higher price. Now you won't quit the low ball offers.
Yeah, they get used to it. They get comfortable. Yeah, thinking it's okay.
Yeah, and that's why. Firm. Yep, and that's why definitely do reach out to them on the low ball ones and say something or other like, "Hey, I just wanted you to know I appreciate your business. I took these because," and then at least you're setting the tone that you buy a lot of stuff, that's fine, but you buy a few higher priced ones as well.
Exactly.
We do so much work to not allow ourselves to be defined as a garage sale. Definitely, I think that's really, really important. A really, really important mindset to have about those kind of things. And I think that a lot of sellers don't act professionally, and
they get mad or insulted or angry.
Well, just in general, not even about offers, just in general. And I think that hurts them as well, because if you're running a professional business, you need to act professional about things. And I don't necessarily want to read an entire, War and Peace down below about things not to do when I buy from you, which we've all seen before. They'll say, don't do this, this, that, this, because every single problem they ever had with the buyer, they then list down below. Don't do that. That does not look professional at all. You can keep your terms and conditions very brief. You don't have to get into every possibility that could ever happen.
Right.
And another thing I think is pictures. I think pictures make a big difference between looking professional and not looking professional. You had a lister back in the day that we used to joke about, would they take these pictures from the Hubble telescope?
Exactly.
Because the pictures were terrible. And I used to have some horrible pictures because I was definitely a volume seller and I wasn't doing scans. I was doing photos. Well, the problem was that I was having is I would get a pile of magazines to list and I'd be clicking and taking them and the camera would still be moving.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I'd be on to the next picture.
Mhm.
So these were really, really blurry pictures. And at the time I was looking at it thinking, it's just one. What's the big deal? What's the big
Right.
deal? Until you see somebody making an offer on it and you're saying, what is wrong with that picture? Why would anybody buy that? But back
They
then,
do. We still sell some of them though. Surprisingly, they still buy it. If it's the only one out there and the price is right, they'll buy it.
but it does take away from the professional
Oh
look
yeah,
of everything.
absolutely, yeah.
And I think that's a problem that you have and I have, and I'm sure some of the people out there watching have as well, is if you've got legacy listings, it's really not worth going back to the stuff that you listed in 2011 and retaking all new pictures and redoing all the stuff on them because that's a lot of work. And we've all got plenty of other things to do.
Sure.
But maybe one of the goals for 2022 is maybe do take garage sale prices on those just to get them out of there.
Yeah, true.
To move forward and, past a certain date, whatever the date is. And if you haven't started doing it yet, make it be January 1st, 2022. As of this date, I'm going to be taking very good pictures. I'm going to be doing good descriptions. I'm going to be doing great search engine SEOs, et cetera, et cetera. And anything before it, blow out, get rid of. Put the stuff on sale, get rid of it.
Yep.
Because you want to upscale your store. I think you definitely do want to look professional in there.
Right.
And I think all of us do have problems where we have items that don't look professional. And if that's the thing the person stumbles across, you can't really blame them for thinking that you're a garage sale.
Yeah.
When they see a blurry picture with a terrible description.
Well, it's an old listing too, so it'll probably be cheaper. So it's a cheaper item, a garage sale item. Looks and sounds like it.
Yeah. So we some of us have made our beds, as you would say, on some of the stuff over here, but realize going forward about that. And maybe if you do have some items that are lesser, that you would almost call garage sale items in this context.
Yeah.
And they're items that you sell regularly. Maybe if you don't want to take all of the time to take them and take new pictures and everything, maybe set up a new eBay category and call it clearance item or something or other like that, and put all of those into that item. So that kind of segregates them from, let's say that I specialize in Life magazines and I've got all these Life magazines. I'm doing great pictures, great table of contents. And then I've got 50 of them from the old days that I used the scanner that was the wrong size. So they're all cropped pictures. There's no table of contents. Put all those in a store category called clearance.
Good idea.
You take them out of your Life. So when people look through your Life magazine category, they don't see those.
Right.
And they're segregated from the rest of it. And maybe you can move them out that way. And that's your garage sale area. And then when you find another category, oh, those listings don't look good at all. Oh, that was just a bad day for photos. Let me move all those to clearance. Just get them out of my main categories. So, and that way you have a reason why, oh yeah, these are all on clearance and you're happy to get rid of them as well.
Or you can bring them to the clearance flea market.
I think that's clearance, but yes, I think you could.
I did say clearance, didn't I?
Yeah, you may have. How often, if ever, do you search for, watch low price desirable items in your niches on eBay? Do you arrange to get notifications of such from eBay? Go ahead.
You lost me at low price.
In other words, trying to buy to resell on eBay.
Oh, I buy on eBay sometimes. I used to do it more when I had more time. I'd buy like lots on eBay, sell and break them up, put them on Amazon. I haven't done that much at all lately, or unless sometimes it might be a lot of Star Wars magazines of 20 and I want 7 for my collection. I might buy them, but generally I don't do a lot of that anymore.
See, and it's actually funny that you say that because that was one of the goals I thought of this morning, is because I did sell something that I bought on eBay back in 2019 in a lot. And I took a look and I bought like 2 lots on eBay in 2019 for resale. And I did very well off those 2 lots. And they weren't a lot of items. I might have bought 15 items and I paid $60. And I think they sold them for $300. And I haven't sold all of them yet or anything like that. So I'm saying to myself, I really need to start looking on eBay because the things are out there. And I know that the gentleman that I buy the magazines from California, I know that's how he gets a lot of his inventory, because he actually buys lots on eBay.
Well, come to think of it, I used to do that a lot with the adult. I used to buy lots and then break them up on eBay or Amazon, but with them, gone, I don't do that anymore. But yeah, it can be profitable if you have time. I mean, you can make a part-time job out of it.
Oh, you definitely can. You definitely can.
Oh, Treasure Finders. Thank you
very
so much, Treasure Finders.
Definitely do appreciate that as well. We certainly do.
Happy holidays.
It's actually, well, one thing that I was going to tell you, that money is those donations, which we definitely do appreciate, are going to a good cause. I did just purchase another microphone to put over at my computer, so I don't have to use Random Neighborhoods Kids all the time.
Nice.
So I did just buy. So we are reinvesting in the channel, and I know you're going to get the green screen at some point. So we definitely are reinvesting in the channel. Definitely do appreciate that. Not to spill the beans on all the 2022 goals, but one of the goals that I have for 2022 is to learn how to do some of the editing and all that sort of thing, and to be able to shoot my own videos without Random Neighborhood Kid around.
Kind of phasing him out, huh? Okay.
Well, he's kind of phasing himself out because he's going to be graduating from high school and going off into life.
Okay.
And as I said to him,
senior?
He is a senior.
Oh, okay.
And as I said to him, I said, what, you mean you don't want your day job where you got to pull a 16-hour shift and I'm bothering you to edit this for me?
You got to wake up at 4 a.m. to get to the warehouse at 5.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go and put this. What do you call it? The thumbnail up for me on this. You'd rather teach me how to do it. Go figure.
You can probably charge us. First time.
Good. Yeah. So I'm going to be trying to do that. But one of the first steps was to be able to get the microphone, because I'm thinking he's going to be taking all of this stuff at some point too.
True.
So are reinvesting in the channel. So definitely do appreciate everybody's support out there.
Speaking of clearance items, now there's only 10 or so minutes left. Clearance items. I do have your bonus and Christmas present to give you if you want to open it up on live.
We'll save that for next week.
Oh, I brought it here. It's for Christmas.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Well, you don't have to. I told you I was doing. All right. So
we can open
Paperboy gets a bonus for working for me, like all my employees. And I open
thank you, Travis. By the way.
And we do exchange Christmas gifts. So I'm giving that to him right now.
Oh, and it's got my name on it.
Yeah, Santa spelled it right.
He did. Good job, Santa. Of course, I don't have the.
It's open. Just I made it simple. I knew you couldn't open it, so
you're right. I
can't open it for you. Look, you get one of those with every purchase. See that?
I can call Mr. Magazine, except he blocked my calls.
Right from my clearance category.
He blocked my calls.
I have to assume you didn't have any of these. I knew a couple you didn't have.
So he got me some. Oh, very nice. Some sports cards for the collection over here. Thank you very much, Ralph Kiner. And it's got Leaf. I thought it said look up here.
Yeah, well, look at that crazy price.
Phil Rizzuto. Oh, holy cow. Phil Rizzuto. Oh, something good over here.
Yeah.
Something good over here.
I'm pretty sure you don't have that one.
Oh, Thomas Landry. Rookie card, I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Is that Tom Landry's older brother?
There are a couple Landrys in Irondequoit.
Thank you very much. And I'm not a cheapskate. I did give him his gift previously, which he will attest.
I won't remember what it is, but I remember getting something.
I'm sure it was very good. Very cool.
Yeah, something I needed for my collection.
A couple of more there. We're gonna do. I do like buying lost also for private collection and then selling what I don't need to make the. Yep. And I actually had an idea, and I started working on this, and I never finished it up. I actually was buying, and this was before everything went crazy price wise. I was buying 1951 Topps baseball lots, and built a set and was real close to a second set, just buying lots. And I wanted to see how high of a set you can end up upgrading to just off of it. But then the lots started going crazy prices. So they're all sitting over there, and maybe I'll start that again this coming year as well. There was and I don't know the website, but I guess there's a website out there that you can trade things on. And there was some lady, and I'm going to make this up because I don't exactly remember what it was. It was in the news a couple of days ago, where she started with like a piece of chewing gum.
Oh, and they upgraded to like a car.
Got a house.
Oh, that's been going on for years. Yeah, some kid did that when he was younger. I think he had a car when he was 16 or something. Great, like a Porsche or some expensive car. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, so it started with
Yeah.
like a gumball and worked our way up to a
Yeah,
house.
traded
just
for
by
2
doing
gumballs
trades.
and 2 gumballs for a tie and, whatever.
Hopefully this tie.
Yeah.
So why don't we get into the rambling story of the week?
Alright, exciting. Is it mine? It's not mine. It is? Oh, yes, it is mine. See, I gotta get checked out at the doctor's, or we gotta start prepping this. Is this the printer?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
put you
all
in
right.
concussion protocol.
You know what? If my hair wasn't so messy, I would take this off because it's too tight on my head. I'm blaming it on the hat.
It's constricting the blood flow.
Okay, so I mentioned, oh man, months and months ago, I bought the new Kyocera printer. So, because you can print, I don't know how many days and thousands without the ink going bad. So I think I bought the first one in April, and it took 3 months, I think, for the one toner to go empty. And I thought that was great. So we ordered another one. We put another one in. That was fine. So we're going back like a month or two, right before Christmas season. So maybe 5-6 weeks ago, I had an issue where there was black lines on it. And it was getting worse. And, we could still print the labels and send them, but it was getting worse and worse, where at some point, like, we don't know if they're going to accept them or not. So,
and we did in an unprecedented way. I cut in on a rambling story of the week. We did the usual fixes because a lot of computers have problems with streaking and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there are ways that you can clean and push buttons and all that kind of stuff. We tried all that to no avail.
Yeah. And I did buy the extended warranty from what's the warranty trade thing?
Square Trade.
Square Trade. So I did get that because I'm like, I'm going to use this for a long time. It's a great printer. I got that. So I didn't realize this, but it kicks in after my first year of the Kyocera warranty, because I did call them and I couldn't put a warranty claim in with Square Trade.
Yep.
So now I'm calling Kyocera. I got their number.
And that's actually good for people to know out there too about the Square Trade, that it takes effect after the manufacturer's warranty, which you certainly didn't know. And maybe it's somewhere in the small print, but I was completely unaware of that.
So I think during the process of contacting them, I'm like, I need another printer. And I wanted one for my warehouse anyway. So I bought another Kyocera. The first one was on eBay. The second one I bought on Amazon. I thought it was through Kyocera or a distributor, whatever. So I got the new one in. I started using that. So I was back in business, but I still had the old one, which was like a $900 paperweight at this point. So I finally got through to some rep over there. I think we were emailing back and forth. And then he wanted some pictures of the toner. I said, what for? He goes, well, there's fake toners out there. I said, well, this came with the unit. He goes, well, it doesn't matter. It still could be fake. I said, it says Kyocera on there. So I sent him a picture. He goes, I need to see the other side. So there's like a Q code or something on there. Send him that. No, I need the sides of them. There's a hologram on the sides. So I look on the sides, and this is going, and this takes a week to go back and forth.
Do you know what this is called?
A rambling story.
Putting you through your paces.
Oh yeah,
he is jumping through your paces. Yeah.
Yes. And I tell the guy, I go, not for nothing. I spent $900. I just bought another one. I might buy a third one. And you're making me jump through hoops. This thing's under warranty. How much could the part be? Because he said it's some metal rod that gets, I don't know if has to be oil on it and oil gets worn down or something like that. He thinks that might be it. But if I'm using a fake toner or a knockoff toner, that would be the reason, and it would void my warranty. I said, well, I can assure you I bought it from eBay. He goes, well, it doesn't matter. I go, well, so you're telling me that someone from eBay sold me a brand new one in the box, but took it out, swapped out the toner, taped it back up, made it look all original, and then sent it to me. He goes, well, I don't know. I just know they're knocking them up. So I take pictures of the sides. I do not have holograms on the sides. He goes, I'll talk to my boss, but it looks like it's going to void your warranty. I go, how is that even possible? So we talked on the phone. I was getting to a point where I was arguing with the guy, tried to, control myself. I said the second one, at this point, the second one's in. I'm using the second one. I go, I got one from Amazon. The toner's identical. There's no hologram on the side. 2 different sellers, the same unit, and they're both forging fake toners inside. We're swapping out, whatever. He goes, I don't know what to tell you. I just know what my boss is saying. I go, well, this is ridiculous. I go, what are my options at this point? I go, I'll buy the part. What do you, can you send me the part, whatever you think I need? And he says, well, I can get you in touch with a local distributor repair service center that, they use or something like that. So the guy came down. He was very nice. And I said, tell me something. This toner, does it look original? He goes, it looks just like mine. I go, is there supposed to be holograms? He goes, well, the newer ones have holograms. The older ones do not.
Oh, so you bought an older new unit.
So say this was a year and a half old. I don't know. And I said, well, can you do me a favor and explain this to the service guy from Kyocera, because he wants to void my warranty, and I didn't do anything wrong. He goes, oh, absolutely. So again, it was, a couple weeks ago. After a week, he had to ask his boss again, and I finally got, instead of the $220 for the parts and labor, I got one new toner.
Nice.
So I guess it's better than kicking the teeth. But again,
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
Was it a knockoff toner?
I have not opened it yet.
Now that would
the
be
box
funny.
looks legitimate, but he says they're knocking off everything in China to make it look identical, but the hologram on the side. That's what they can't knock off.
Oh,
Travis, thank you so much.
You so much.
Appreciate
Travis.
that.
Oh, definitely do appreciate that. Definitely do. And because I'm in a giving mood, you know what I'm going to give my audience, our audience?
You're leaving?
I'm not that much of a giving mood. A bonus rambling story of the week.
Wow,
that's because I actually promised this to one of our viewers over in Scotland, as a matter of fact. He did comment and definitely do comment on our videos. We do answer every comment, or 99% of them. If we don't answer them, we at least hit a heart on her. Sometimes they don't need to be commented on, but we hit a heart on them anyway. So I went over to London with Mysterious Benefactor.
Okay.
And he set up a weekend for us up in, and I'm going to botch this. I know I'm going to botch this.
I got to say this before I'm going to forget. Don, I spoke with Mysterious Benefactor recently. We might be coming up to Toronto at the end of January. Just throwing it out there.
There you go.
Right. And you might be tagging along?
I might be. You never know.
All right.
So he set up, and I'm going to mess up this over here because I never can say this area of Scotland right. Edinburgh. I don't think I said Edinburgh. I guess it's Edinburgh. I guess that's how they say it. And if you're watching this in Scotland, the story's for you, and you're laughing because I cannot pronounce it. But anyway, so went up there, had a good time up in Scotland for a couple of days. They had haggis potato chips, because there's nothing that says potato chips like haggis. But I'd spent like a week over in London with him as well prior to this, and he was working every day, and I'm not a go out and do things by myself kind of person. So I kind of was more or less just kind of in the room all day, his flat all day long, going out every once in a while, but then, meeting him down in the financial district, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. High point of the entire trip up until that point was the train ride up to Scotland, because I'm sitting there, and of course he's on a work call, just talking away. And I'm just, all of a sudden I look out the window and I see and I wrote down what it was, the Battersea Power Station. Do you know what that is?
Nope.
I'm sure a lot of people out there do, and I'm sure you would if you saw it, especially if you saw it with a giant inflatable pig flying around it. It's the front, there's the album cover from the Pink Floyd album Animals. Okay. And all of a sudden I see it out the window, and I'm like, what the? So I'm like, is that? So he goes, oh yeah, that was in the Pink Floyd cover. I'm like, wow. So I'm grabbing my camera, trying to take it. It's like,
definitely.
That's I love Pink Floyd. Maybe you can tell me about that. Just maybe.
Very cool, yeah.
There was no giant pig flying around it. Not at that point. Mm-hmm. I did want to leave everybody with something that I wrote down about your eBay store is not a garage sale. And definitely thank you for bearing with me today. I'm a little slurred speech here because of the shots. What I'm blaming on. It could be that
tight
too.
Hat.
Just remember, first, there are always going to be lowballers out there, but let others make those sales. There's no reason for you to work for nothing. We all do a lot of work. Don't do it for nothing. But more importantly, if you make your items quality, you will get price. If you make your items junk, people will treat it like junk. You define your store. And that's what it really comes down to. You define your store. Good pictures, good listings, quality product at good prices. You got a real store. You throw everything up there with a picture, with stuff in the background that isn't even included. You got your cat running through the photo, et cetera, et cetera. You're never going to rise above the garage sale, and you're going to be treated like that by your buyers. So you define your store in 2022 as being quality, be Tiffany's, don't be the garage sale. Nothing against the garage sale.
True.
Scotland represent. Yep. Clan McDonald. Oh, very good. Angus McDonald is my great grandfather. Very good. Oh, we had a great time. One thing that I did learn when I went over there, they cannot make the haggis the regular way that they've made it for thousands of years because it wasn't safe. So now when they gave us the haggis, it was just served in a pile on a plate. So did enjoy it though. Definitely did enjoy Scotland.
Oh, looks like we got to shell out a couple $100.
$200 PCR test on your side of the border. Oh, that's a lot of money.
Oh, just don't put a price on fun, entertainment,
Yeah,
enjoyment.
I'm with you and mysterious benefactor. I'm like the I'm like
well,
the father.
let's buy a collection up there and then we can write it off.
That's true. You can expense the whole thing. All right, everybody. Definitely stay safe over these holidays. Happy holidays to everybody.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Thank everybody for supporting us during this year. We're going to make next year even better. Definitely do appreciate it. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks to you, Mr. Magazine. Thanks to everybody out there. Definitely do appreciate it. And we will see you. Remember, hit the like button.
Yeah.
And remember, we do have a bonus haul video coming up on Monday that I think you really are going to like, because I do a little bit of a deep dive into what I bought and why. And also, like I said, it's outside of what I normally buy. So maybe or outside of where I normally go. So maybe that'll give you a little bit of idea when you're out there sourcing as well, to kind of look outside your comfort zone a little bit, because I did, and I bought some stuff.
Cool.
So we'll see you next video.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.